Had some good weather finally today for you guys, huh?
Dang, JJ, what do you call good weather? When I come out of the weight room and my windows, my sunglasses are already fogged up from the humidity.
Yeah.
That ain't good weather to us. But yeah, we got some clouds out there occasionally, and occasionally got a little bit of wind, but ain't got a little rain early. So we got some natural wet balls to throw around, where yesterday we were having to manufacture that situation. So yeah, I guess you're right, JJ. It was just a wonderful day of weather out there.
Jeff, as we get a little bit closer to kickoff, what's the outlook for Frank Harris and JT? How are they doing?
We'll make a decision. I would imagine we'll just see how he is in warm-ups. If he's feeling good, we'll go. If he can't, we won't. You gotta be smart, because you don't want to get him injured during the week, but at the same time, you gotta get him ready. So it'll be a game time decision.
I know the hope coming through this open week was that you'd have a healthier roster overall when you went up to Temple. Do you feel like that's on track? You'll be where you need to be?
We're closer than we were, but I'm not sure that ever happens in football. But the two I was mainly referencing after that game was probably JT and Frank, so they'll be healthier. Excuse me.
And I noticed you guys had 4 tight ends on the depth chart this week. Is there anything to read into that? Do you think we might see potentially more of those guys on the field at the same time?
No, nothing to read into that.
Jeff, I know that I think you guys done 3 different starting combinations on the offensive line in the 4 games. I know some of that's due to injury, but you expect to, I guess, try to get some consistency with that group, or is there a possibility you see more shuffling there?
There's a possibility. We're still trying to figure it out. We're still competing. We haven't played well. So, we got to get some things fixed. And since we've been here, we've been very vocal, visual. How many more V's can I think of there? With our triangle of toughness, that we're going to stop the run. And we've done that in half the games.
Yeah.
We're going to run the football. We've done that in 3 out of 4 games. So we always talk about, branding is when imagery, whatever your image is and your identity align. And right now, we've got a picture of a triangle of toughness, and we're not. That's not our identity right now. So we've got to figure that out, and that's been what we've really been focusing on these last 2 weeks. So when Greg talks about, are we going to be healthier? We've probably had 4 rougher practices than we have games. We've been very physical, and we are expecting that to show up Saturday.
Jeff, what was the injury for Robert Henry in the spring, and how did he react to that mentally? Probably wanted to hit the ground running when he came in here.
It was just an injury that I'd really rather not discuss, just no good for the opponent to know about it. And what was the second part of that?
Just how did he handle the emotional part of that? Probably wanting to be able to get a fast start here and having.
He was frustrated. He was very frustrated, but he did a really good job in being off the field and attending all the meetings and being locked in. So, but he was frustrated, no doubt.
In a way, you think that maybe helped him to get to the point where he's at now? I mean, he's looking pretty good out there.
No, I think the Lord makes those guys. I really do. I think he's very talented. We were very fortunate to get him. As with Rocco and Brandon, we feel, like we said since day one, we feel really good about that room. So I don't think it helped him. If anything, it probably humbled him a little bit, because there's just so much more to being a great running back than running the football. And then you have to be able to catch the ball, come out of the backfield, and more important than all that, you got to be able to protect the quarterback. We can't free release our running back every single protection, because then you're going to have offensive linemen on islands all the time, and we're not to a point yet where we can do that. We've still got to find ways in our protection schemes to help out on some mismatches, which creates more protections, which causes more confusion, which means the running back's got to have played a whole lot more. And there's been some times where we've out-schemed ourselves, to be very honest with you, just trying to help some guys that were in some positions up front where athletically we couldn't match up.
Jeff, how would you rate the play of the cornerbacks group overall? Maybe not the depth you thought you might have, but those top three have seemed pretty steady.
They've been pretty good. There's been a couple of plays we should have back, but we're getting better. So
Saw Cyrus on the depth chart this week. I think that's the first time this season. Is he getting close?
we thought he was, and I had a little minor setback in 2 practices, the last 2. So I don't know. It'll probably be another game time decision. We would hope that would start getting better soon. It just hasn't yet.
Is there anything you can pinpoint with the defense that has led the 2 most recent games to be a little bit tougher compared to the first 2 where the group was really, really strong?
We just didn't tackle well or get off blocks very well.
When this roster is fully healthy, do you see that this offense is built to lean more pass or run heavy than in previous years, or is it kind of what we've seen up to this point under your tenure?
You know, we've always believed the definition of a balanced offense is you have the ability to take what the defense gives you. So we would hope we could get to a point where if the running game is what they're giving you, we take that. And if the passing game is what they're giving you, we take that. But we have not been consistent enough to be able to do both yet.
All right, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Thank you.